There is a report out on Wrestling Incorporated and various other websites explaining when will WWE crown Roman Reigns as world champion finally for a second time after his loss to Sheamus at the Survivor Series pay-per-view, which has been heavily criticized and led to a disastrous Raw rating for the over 20 years issue. You really don't want to piss people off, don't you, WWE? Huh. Anyways, this is what the report said. WWE wants to crown Roman Reigns as world champion. And I'm all for it because I want Roman Reigns to finally begin his empire, his reign of terror eventually. But WWE said this. We want to have Reigns become world champion, but we don't want him to be booed at. Okay. There's a number of things I will say. One, just make just let him be himself. Be the Samoan badass everyone was liking back when he was in the Shield. And up until he had gotten a hernia injury. Or B, just turn him heel. Really, he's in the same position as The Rock. He's being booed, and some are wishing for his death. And in fact, some are wishing for a terrorist attack to happen, but that's over the rumor regarding Survivor Series. I'd rather not get into that, since I will just further lose hope in humanity. But, come on, just turn the guy heel. What is wrong with that? You have John Cena, and in fact, that brings up an interesting point. Isn't John Cena constantly world champion and yet is venomously hated on? Like, really? John Cena is very hated, yet you put the belt on him. Now, there are two things I could take away from this. Either Vince is really this senile and very stupid, and I'm really leaning towards that, or this really just points an obvious statement that I've been thinking about for years now, that Cena is a backhand politician who's been backhanding his reign to get world title reigns so he could break Ric Flair's title era. Because WWE would have to have the same logic with John Cena. Don't put the belt on John Cena. He's too much being hated. And no one wants to see that. So, yeah, I was not happy with this report since this makes no sense. Like, and I don't know who to be mad at. Do I blame WWE management? Do I blame the fan base? Because Roman Reigns has done nothing since the Royal Rumble is deliver and deliver and deliver and deliver when he's given the big one. And really, everyone's blaming Roman Reigns like he chose this. Like, unless he's been established for over 10 years, like John Cena has, he has no say. Like, it's not like in NXT where you're not even established yet, and you can just basically do whatever you want. Yeah, seriously, like, on WWE Breaking Ground, they say that there's no guarantee on something, but you're guaranteed to have fun in NXT. Because that's like the fun land. But Roman Reigns is not being given these opportunities because he demanded it. It's because WWE wants to give it to him. And every single promise they've made, like saying, you're going to win the world title by beating Brock Lesnar. Oh, the fans still hate you. Put it on Seth Rollins and let's give Seth Rollins the worst title reign in history. You're going to win the Money in the Bank contract. Oh, the fans still hate you, even though you've been getting cheers in Chicago and locations and whatnot. Put the Money in the Bank contract on Sheamus and give Sheamus the worst run with the Money in the Bank contract. You're going to win the world title at Survivor Series. Oops, look, the fans still hate you. Put the belt on Sheamus. Just commit or not. You can't just change the rules at the last minute. That makes no sense. Like, just commit or don't commit. Because at this point, I'm kind of surprised Roman Reigns hasn't lashed out on management yet. Like, he'll lash out on the fans on interviews. Like I said, I'll get to that when I get to that in December. In my thoughts on the various superstars' booking this year. and recent attitudes, but I don't know what to say. This is the most incompetent report I've ever seen. Like, WWE doesn't want to give the belt to Reigns because they'll get booed at, even though the logical conclusions are put Roman Reigns on the dark side, or make Roman Reigns an anti-hero badass like he was in The Shield, and up until his hernia injury. Well, that's my 2 cents. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for more.